Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Kay, and here on my channel I share everything nails with you. In today's video we'll be doing a 5-week acrylic rebalance on my client natural nails. We did have to push our appointment an extra week out. She could not make the appointment that was scheduled previously, so yeah. Here I'm just going ahead to use my fine carbide bit to debulk and take off her previous design. After filing her nail, she did let me know that she wants to change her shape. So you see I went ahead and just take off the tip of the acrylic, which was in a rounded almond shape, and then she let me know, hey, I want to change it to coffin, a little tapered coffin. So I went ahead and reshape her nails as well. So you'll see me go ahead and reshape her nails before I go ahead and prep and get her ready for acrylic application. Though now this client, she is a picker. She has not been picking recently, but when she came back, as good as her nails look after 5 weeks, I wish I had recorded her left hand, because guys, she picked her natural nails from underneath the product on her left hand. She completely separated it. So while I was debulking and taking the product off, I was wondering like why the acrylic is crumbling. The natural nails was gone completely, and that could happen with clients that tend to pick the skin around their nails or their cuticle during stressful times. Is just a coping mechanism, I would say. I'm no doctor, but whenever I asked her why she's always picking, she got a lot going on, so that's why she would say she'll pick. So the top of her nails look really well, guys, but let me tell you, the whole left hand, I had to go ahead and restructure it. And that tends to happen with clients who are pickers. So yeah, I had my work cut out for me. I had run over like 15 minutes into the next appointment. So yeah, it was a busy day. Anyways, I have not been able to connect with you guys because I've been busy with work. I am back in school. I started school again today, Monday, September 22nd. It was really well. I was hoping that I would be able to record the process so I could share it with you guys, but my instructor is not interested in being recorded, nor have like voice memo or anything like that during class. So I won't be able to share the process with you guys, but I'll definitely keep you guys up to date on the process and how it's going so far. Today we learned about creating class syllabus and scheduling, time management, and different type of learning, audio, visual, and I totally forgot the last one, but I will put it on the screen for you guys. I have some homework. We did some activities in class. We did some group sessions. We did some discussions. We did some demo in or craft as well. We have esthetician, barbers, cosmetology, and of course, nail technicians is just me and one other nail tech. So I'm excited. I was a bit nervous today, guys. I was absolutely nervous doing or presentation do it for the nail portion of today's class, but I'm still excited, and I could actually see myself in the role of being an instructor. So yeah, the best is yet to come, and I'm excited to share this journey with you guys. So let me get right back to the video. Here I'm using my medium barrel bit to exfoliate and take up any dead skin that may be on the nail plate, and as well as gently push her cuticles back. I did this with a cuticle pusher, but I'm also doing the same thing with my barrel bit. Now I'm using this bit at around 4 to 6 RPM using this Melody e-file that I'm using. I can't think of the name right now, but I'll list it on the screen for you guys as well. And I am using it in both forward and reverse motion. Then after this, I'll go straight in with my round head cuticle bit. I did end up going in with my 240 grit sanding band just to make sure the surface of the nails was nice and smooth for application, and I don't have any ridges created from when I was debulking, to lessen the filing process. I will be restructuring her nails as well, so you guys will get to see how I restructure her nails that grows downward. I'll be flipping her hands over and filing her natural nails from underneath. I'm going to start filing a little bit more so she does not have anything to pick at. Less work for me when she comes back. And we have talked about this previously. I had to talk to her again. Like, when you create these problems for me, that means I need more time to get your service done. If you are gonna pick, at least give me a heads up and let me know that I need to add an extra 10 to 15 minutes on my scheduled time for you. That way I'm not running into the next appointment. So yeah. So here I am using my 240 grit sanding band to make sure the surface of the nail is nice and smooth before going into prep the nail and cleanse the nail using my acrylic and acetone mix that I like to use to dehydrate and cleanse the nail of any dust and debris. Then I'll go straight in with my Young Nail Protein Bond. I've been talking for a while now. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch this portion of the video, and then I'll be right back. And guys, I know I'm filing up under the natural nail, but remember that I will be taking up the product from underneath. I'm just debulking before going in to apply more product. So I'll let you guys go ahead and watch this portion, and I'll be back. Alright guys, you seen me prep the natural nails using my Young Nail Protein Bond, as well as going in with my gel bottle rubber base over the entire surface of the nail. I then went ahead and placed my first bead closest to the cuticle and patted down the entire nail. I also made sure to drain the brush of any excess monomer before going in to pat the product down the entire nail, while moving my brush side to side to make sure the shape of the nail is being kept. I also use a smaller bead on the free edge of the nail, so whenever I am done with application and I'm going into a finish file, I could flip her hand over and debulk the nail slash take up that curve from underneath the nail. I'm basically doing the same motion. It's pretty repetitive. If you're not comfortable using a big size bead, I say go in with a medium sized bead or even a smaller bead. You could work your way up to the how the structure that you're looking for or that your client needs, because I want to say every client is different. It may need to put a little bit more product on some client than others, so do what's best for you while keeping the structure and your application as clean as possible. Now, someone did ask me how to clean the acrylic brush, so I did leave a clip of me cleaning my acrylic brush after application. I basically just go ahead and use 2 dapping dish, and I have one with monomer, one with acetone. I like to feather my brush out to make sure the acetone get in the bristle of the brush. Once the brush is nicely saturated with the acetone, I basically just go ahead and make a couple swiping, tapping motions on the paper towel just to make sure all the product is out of the brush. And then I use the monomer to condition the brush all over again. I did make sure I zoom the video up so you guys could see how clean my brush is after each application. Sometimes it's not that way. Sometimes the room temperature is a little bit too warm, so your acrylic will dry a little bit faster. If your brush is a little older, sometimes the bristles tend to feather away. It's not really a nice oval shape anymore. But I try to, whenever I'm done conditioning my brush, I make sure I keep the shape at the same direction the brush is pinched at. I hope I'm explaining that correctly for you guys. If you guys have any questions pertaining to cleaning my acrylic brush, please leave them down in the description bar. Or if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask me. I'll be definitely open to responding and letting you guys know my process and my take on cleaning my acrylic brushes, and so on. So yeah, and afterwards I like to pour any excess monomer or acetone in the paper towel, wrap them up thoroughly, clean out the dapping dish, make sure I don't have any residue in the bottom of the dapping dish, and then I'll throw the paper towels away, and then I'll store my acrylic brush in my drawers and so on. So yeah, here I am just going to use my fine carbide bit to debulk, finish file, make sure that structure is there, and her shape is nice and crispy. While I'm doing this, I'm making sure I'm holding her fingers nice and firmly without creating any heat spike or touching her skin on her sidewalls or around her cuticles. I'm making sure I'm moving her fingers in the direction that I need to file in, and I am not over filing the sidewall. I'm just tapering her sides in just a little bit to get her desired shape that she's looking for. So I'll go ahead and let you guys watch this portion, and I'll be back once we get to filing underneath the nails, take up the natural nails as well as take up that natural curvature of the nail that tends to grow downwards. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright guys, here I'm using my fine carbide bit to take up that natural nail from underneath the nail, and I'm making sure I'm taking up that excess product that's underneath, that's creating the nails to look like it's going downwards. This will just help the nails to look a little bit straighter. I won't have to restructure her nails or rebalance her nails until the next maybe 6 to 7 weeks. I'm hoping she'll come back within 3 to 4 weeks and avoid any additional time being added to her service. Here I'm using my 240 grit sanding band to make sure any ridges that may be created using my fine carbide bit are smooth out with my sanding band, and I'm making sure the sidewalls are nice and clean. She is a picker, so I'm just going ahead to file the side of her skin without creating friction. Once we're done, she'll be using cuticle oil and the exfoliating scrub to help exfoliate that dead skin as well. Now, I was hoping I'll have some fall nails for you guys, but my clients are not ready. All last week they came and wanted bright colors. So this design is a little bit abstract. I did pull out my stamping plates. I didn't get to record everything because my polish was giving me a little bit of trouble. The first stamp came up perfectly. The second attempt, I had to go ahead and put some polish thinner in my stamping polish to just thin it out a little bit. It was drying really fast, so I was not able to take up the print. So with me putting a little bit of thinner in the stamping polish, it kind of helped it from being so thick. So yeah, that worked well, and the design looks really nice. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the description bar and I'll be open to answering them. I hope you're enjoying my videos so far. And if you are new here, thank you for being a part of my community. If you have any questions, don't be shy. Go on ahead, leave me a comment in my community tab. To my subscribers, thank you guys for being here. Once I get my work schedule, school schedule, kid schedule, and everything else in between together, I'll be back on schedule with you guys. So yeah, tomorrow is my birthday. Well, not tomorrow. Wednesday is my birthday. I will be off from work just to take some time off to be thankful for seeing year 36. I can't believe I'm 36. And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing at this big old age, but it feels good. It feels good to be in a good space, to be happy, to have good people around me, and to being in a mind frame of still wanting to continue this career and create an umbrella of things under the one thing that I love to do so much, that is nails. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.